Good morning. 25th of April 2024. So, another one we've got today. It's Dire Straits' Walk of Life. So, one foot in front of the other. Oh, we've got Rider. Travel. Chariots. Aristocracy. So, Cancer. Home and family life. Breast. Stomach. Got first house of Aries, Taurus, and Karma. Karmic rewards, I believe, North Node. So it's your life purpose is to take control of your life and move forwards. So Rider is a chariot, and again fits with the card, because that's what today's card is. 7 or 25, the Chariot. So let's see, shall we? So we're not walking, we're riding. We're going up a level. Aries is the first house. It's about creating something. It's about self-esteem, self-respect. It's about, again, those in power. So Rider is about power, taking back control of yours. Let's see. "25th April 2024. 7th house, home and family life. First house of rebirth, new beginnings, creation. We've just come into Taurus and we've got Taurus there. So let's see. There it is. So we're not in control. Someone else is in control. Somebody's being stubborn, refusing to budge, refusing to apologise for what they've done. Toxic situations. Walk of life. So let's see what today's energy is about. April. Mercury ends its retrograde phase, so we'll come out of Mercury retrograde, we're going direct. You may receive key news or enjoy a trip. Communications will begin to feel more dynamic over the coming days. The moon is in Scorpio, so death and rebirth. Here we go. we need to end that chapter. The stubborn ones, the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius, have finally caught up. We end this cycle now so we can begin a new one. The Aries energy. It's the cosmic dance, it's inheritances, it's the number 72 for some reason. 21 is very important. It is travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. It's letting go of control. Not too much though. It's knowing that what's yours will always be yours and that it can't be taken from you, so you don't have to chase it. Letting go of greed and stubbornness, because we know this is toxic. We've sold our soul to the devil. We are being used and manipulated and shackled to material wealth. There's the bomber, the terrorist, the negativity with agriculture, nothing growing, nothing moving, a standstill. Those in uniform, especially those of a dark complexion, those born in the year of the horse, mounted people, military and police, and we've had that a lot in the last few days, haven't we? We saw the horses running wild in London that got injured. We saw the mounted police at the St George's Day parade. It's all negative. Nobody's apologising because they're not in control. So this is problems with vehicles, problems with the aristocracy, those in power, speeding tickets, parking fines, ambulances, fire engines, emergency vehicles, even crashes. We're off track. We need to take back control. 7 or 25 today, because there are things being done behind our back that we're not sure of or we don't know about, we're unaware of, and somebody's taking credit for what we've done, maybe at work. This is stealing, lying, thieving, and so it's keeping us stuck in a very dark place, and you cannot sit on the fence about it. Somebody is sitting on the fence, refusing to ask for help, trying to do everything by themselves. It won't work. So the most important cards here are the 21, because the 25 and 7 is neutral, which is positive, so you must end this chapter, and the 15, which is negative, because you are being used and manipulated. So Capricorn energy, negative. Selling your soul to the devil, a marriage made in hell, things that are shackling you. Contracts should not be signed, promises should not be made, especially under duress. This could have been going on for 4 years, or as little as 6 weeks. Wishes and dreams will come true when you end this chapter. When you face the chaos head on and follow your true north node, the star. It's Pandora. Pandora left hope in the box. We have got to let hope out of that box and apologise if needed. Unlike this person here. We have to move forwards. We have to, or we will find improvements in the situation when we face the chaos head on. And there will be hope, healing and freedom. Yeah, some good news out of the blue to astonish us in the next 8 days. The key to the solution. And the right choices will be made. Gemini. So, binding agreements, unions, children, Adam, Eve, Lily, the Garden of Eden, the growth, the snake in the grass there. So mounted people, we've doubled it, so we've got all the cards we need. So it's an end of a chapter that needs to happen. Those on horseback, those in uniform, apologies. The one with the limp, the scar on the leg, the amputation, and fresh starts, new beginnings. There will be heartache, sorrow, loss and separation, and something coming between you and what you want. Could be minor surgery, could be heartbreak, it could be confused minds, Somebody's very confused, but we're refusing to leave the past in the past, refusing to walk away. We will not forget. Yeah, so a choice. Mercury's gone direct. That's the Mercury retrograde card. No longer feeling abandoned, no longer feeling alone, but we need to put the effort in. Somebody isn't putting the effort in. There will be lack of communications, and the internet may be a problem. I know they've stopped people using TikTok in certain places, etc. They're trying to censor the internet as it is. So be aware, be alert for things like that. Tattoos, and Aries and Capricorn seem to be a negative energy. At least 8 years. Tattoo parlours. A loss of earnings. Yeah. Financial success will come as long as you end this chapter and follow your true path in life. Action is required, especially by the feminine. Leo energy, Leo Cuspa, so late Cancer or early Virgo. This is the crossroads again. We have to make a decision. We've got 3 twos now. We have to make a decision on actions, thoughts, words, and finances, career, and stability. There's no love in this. It's all about the definition of insanity, doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Yeah, there it is again. Apologies, apologies, apologies. Someone needs to apologise. Those in uniform, those in the year of the horse or mounted, those with a dark complexion, those with scar on the leg, the limb, the amputation, agriculture, apologise to the farmers, etc. Yeah, but there's no communication coming. Somebody's very stubborn, you're blocked, your name's not down, you're not coming in. The immature people in uniform, dark complexion, or children, or you maybe not getting child maintenance, the check's not in the mail, the parcel's not arrived, there is some communication that's missing. Don't act in haste, you'll repent at leisure. Sagittarius energy, Sagittarius Cuspa. So early Sagittarius is Scorpio, late is Capricorn. It's finish what you started. Don't leave things unfinished. Have some stamina. Stick at it. It's not over yet. But you're not overthinking it anymore. You're clear of mind. No more confusion. You're not being mentally treated like a child. You are coming out of that prison you've made for yourself. The fear of the unknown is no longer a weapon. But you're still stuck in stormy waters for a while. 6 weeks at least. Somebody using emotional blackmail. And like I said, there's no love in this. Narcissists are at work. So some will bring you unexplained, unexpected bad news and actions, and some will give you good news and actions. But there is possibly issues with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn children, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio children, or immature people in love and career and finance stability. So, rider. It's the horse again, and the travel sees fair winds, set sail for new horizons. So, it's rad, read, raid, a race, riding. Rider is the rune of the sun. So Leo, pictured in the Norse imagination as a mighty cartwheel rolling across the sky. So number 10. This rune became connected with carts, land transportation, and in general horses and other pack animals. So we've got horses mentioned at least 6 times in this. Rider became the ruler of those who rode, the nobility, the rulers. Thus it is not meant to ride, but gain the meaning of doing the right thing, acting honourably and telling right from wrong, so knowing when you need to apologise. Rider also gained in an association with the oak tree, which is Taurus, well done spirit, with the goats, which is Capricorn, well done spirit, who pulled the chariots of Thor, which is Thursday, and the healing herb of mugwort, and Chiron is the wounded healer. The most obvious mythical connection with the rune of Rider is Odin's famous horse, Sleipnir, a fabulous steed with 8 legs, so the number 8 could be important. The 9 miles of creation. However, tradition states that the rune is intimately connected with an obscure Teutonic fertility god called Ing, who may well have been imagined as a powerful stallion. Ing was a god of great importance in the early Anglo-Saxons when they first came to the shores of Britain in the 5th and 6th century. They bore the banner of the white stallion, so again the white stallion, and it remains the emblem of Kent. So England, again, the White Cliffs of Dover. It is likely that Ing would have been completely forgotten now if it were not for the fact that the country of England owes its very name to it. So you may owe your name to someone or something. Journeys of all kinds, both in the outer world and the personal inner realm, so the travel which we started with, well done spirit, are pictured with this rune. The use of judgment is indicated, with the advised course of being to act honourably, do the right thing at all times. This will bring you respect and admiration of those who matter. Also suggests that the road that you travel along will not be easy, but the eventual rewards will be worth the trials and tribulations encountered along the way. Rider can be interpreted as a move forward in some venture. Legal and official affairs of all kinds will be resolved to your satisfaction, and promises or oaths and testimony will work to your benefit as long as they're not made under duress. However, this is not a rune of advice. In fact, the opposite is the case. Rider clearly states that it is your own judgment that will outweigh any other point of view. Its appearance warns against confiding your plans to anyone. Keep your mouth shut, keep your own counsel, think deeply, and once your mind is made up, do not waver off course. There will be disruptions to your plans, but that does not mean that you can abandon your long-term intentions. You've got to stick at it. There he is. The road you are travelling on will be rocky at the moment, but you should not be disheartened. Short-term problems will be pressing, but it's important that you do not lose sight of the bigger picture. Financial venture or legal dispute may not go the way you want at this time, or you may purchase something that promises to solve one problem but only creates another. So don't get sucked in. Keep the faith. This troublesome period will be over soon. Well, let's hope so. So we have North Node. The dragon's head, this year of the dragon, very important. The path of evolution. If this is what must be done to fulfill your soul's purpose. It is your life path, your destiny or dharma. Since it represents the soul must become, it is unknown territory and not always a particularly comfortable place. The path is travelled, and at the beginning of the journey the soul almost inevitably falls back into the south node. At such times the soul must pick itself up and its innate talents it has developed in the past, lodged in the south node, and bring them to the service of the north. So lessons learned. In Taurus, it is the path of inner security. The soul is learning the strength that comes from awareness of self as an immortal soul on a human journey. This is the only security that can be taken out of life into death. And in the first house, this placement indicates a need to express your individuality, become centered around the self. It has learnt harmony for relationships. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Well done. So, a sixth house routine is also Chiron, a Virgo, healing, and number 30. It's time to heal old wounds. It's not a time to race, which is what they said. It is not a time to compare yourself to others, because comparison is not your friend. It is the apple tree, the Gemini Cancer cusper. It is paring away what no longer serves you. It's about not giving up. It's about having to stick at what you set your mind to. And if it's the apple tree, you must prune the branches. It doesn't matter what's happened up to now. You are reaping what you sow, so you must sow something better this time so that it doesn't happen again. The body is a sacred garment. Martha and Graham, grandmothers, also important. You must change your usual way of looking at things. This is a sign of Virgo and Mercury. So, as we said, communications. It also rules the body, especially your health and digestive tract. We should maintain good health, and diet will figure in. Duty, responsibility, gainful employment. It shows how hard you work, how organised you are, and how much you worry. A job change is possible. An important thing to consider in your state of health: medical appointments and buildings such as hospitals and healthcare centres may figure into your reading. For your future plans to progress smoothly, you must be strong in body. An area to look closely at is your diet. Alternative health approaches will work best for you. Reiki, acupuncture, chiropractors, health supplements, herbs, and visits to health food stores. Becoming involved in these professionally may also develop. It's to do with your routine, and you may find disruptions to your schedule. Disorganization will defeat your plans. Pay attention to small particulars. Read the small print rather than the larger picture. The larger picture cannot develop without the minute details. You may find yourself worrying over little matters. So it's no good wanting to be a doctor without going to university and studying, or getting your A-levels or your O-levels. All starts small. If you're worrying over these little matters, which is exhausting, visits to the library and schools may somehow assist you in your plans. It is important to be analytical in your endeavours, or they will become unravelled. Perfection, though, is not necessary to success. Completing what you started is. However, the sixth house card does suggest you insist on quality and usefulness. Nothing else matters. You will find yourself critical at this time, or others will seem very critical of you. You may want to clear up and correct matters which have become unhinged or off track, which is where we are, off track. Efficiency and doing the right thing is what needs to be done in the coming days. So it's probably not an easy time, because it's not meant to be, because something worth having is never easy. You will have to go step by step and have patience. It's not likely to happen fast, but whatever you do manage to accomplish will stick. So stick at it. The Green Man, 13. We got 13 the other day, didn't we? Lucky for some. So this is the same as the Emperor, which is Aries. It is the Divine Masculine. It is those in power. So well done, Spirit. But the balance isn't there. We are all connected to the planet Earth. And once we realise this connection, we will feel more at peace. Separation is merely an illusion. So even if you're separated from someone, that is just not your spirituality. This is the physical separation. It's what we've created through being busy. Nature invites us to slow down, slow and steady, learn how to reconnect. It's time to take up gardening or agriculture or allotments, walking in nature, getting our feet in the earth and grounding ourselves, slowing down. Nature isn't out there being all busy and resting or not resting. Nature grows and rests when needed because it is in the tune with the energies around it. Nature doesn't exhaust itself by pushing too hard to make things happen. They will happen anyway. It will all happen in its own time. It's the masculine side of nature, which can mean strength, vigour and growth. However, it can also represent descent, destruction and death. The female counterpart of the green man is the green woman. The two obviously complement one another, just like the two horses that work in tandem in a team on the coach, but they're not working together. The yin and yang, but need each other to keep the balance. In drawing this card, it may be asking you where you are out of balance and require more of the feminine energy, nurturing qualities of the green woman to bring you back to centre. Both cards are incredibly caring because they are both some part of you. As within, so without. By connecting to these energies and nature, you essentially find a deeper connection to yourself. The Lady of the Lightning, 35. So now we have 30, 35 and 13 now. So shocks, like I said, and there will be a challenge, and it is how you react to those shocks that will shape your future. So unpleasant news may arrive. There's the unpleasant news. An unexpected shock or the overall sense of powerlessness, which again is the Chariot in reverse. Are the aspects you may experience when the Lady of the Lightning appears as your challenger. This is a time when you may be forced to make a change that you do not want to make. A situation may suddenly turn in a different direction than you'd hoped it would. This is a sign of difficulty and unwanted surprises, but consider the idea of the thunderstorm and how beautiful and charged with electricity the world is after it passes. Because it will pass, because that's the nature of the storm. Your difficulties will too, as that is the way of things as well. In the realm of the Lady of the Lightning, it is prudent to engage the law of non-resistance. Be relaxed, wait out the storm in the shelter of your faith and goodwill. Trust that all will be well, even if it doesn't seem like it at the moment. Wonderful new life has the opportunity to grow when the storm passes. The Lady of the Lightning would much prefer to be your ally anyway. So stick at it. Sheridan, the shit starers are about. She left other people to do what she needed to do, so don't sit back on your laurels and wait for others to solve your problems. That ain't gonna work. So, about the crown chakra, the head and face, which is the first house of Aries. So Sheridan was the Welsh goddess of transformation. She is the keeper of the cauldron, which contains Awen, meaning divine spirit, and the prophetic inspiration. Sheridan gave birth to a son who was born so ugly that as a means to overcome his ugliness, she spent 1 year brewing a spell that would give him infinite wisdom. She added herbs at precise astrological times. However, the day the spell was ready, she left. 1 minute. The 3 magical drops intended for her son fell instead on her servant boy, Guillaume Bach. Instantly, he became a great magician and fled from her fury. So, somebody, by mistake, is going to get a lucky break. And somebody's going to get very, very angry because they believe that they took credit for what they've done. Sheridan pursued the boy, who using his magical powers would shapeshift into different animals. As he did, Sheridan would shift into the animal's natural enemy. So we're going to have to be fast and turn on a dime because they're going to keep changing tactics. Eventually, Gwion turned himself into a kernel of wheat and hid in a pile of grain on the floor. And Sheridan then turned herself into a black hen, so watch for the black hen, and found him and swallowed him. But 9 months later gave birth to the greatest wizard that ever lived. So, something is being birthed, something will have to be sacrificed. And then comes the hero, Taliesin. Sheridan represents inspiration and victory from an unexpected event. If your plans are not going in the direction that you'd hope, have no fear. There is another outcome that will surpass your expectations. When we try so hard to control things, which we're not going to do, are we? Because we're going to let go. Often it is loss of control that we most experience. The more we try to push back in the direction we believe things should be heading, the more of course it can become. So they can push all they want, but it's not going to go their way. This is not to say to become lazy and uncaring of an outcome, just that somewhere there is a balance. Be mindful to notice the challenges which prevent you from moving forward. Look for alternative routes and ideas. Possessing the insight to change direction or allow the situation to flow its natural course is wisdom in itself. If it's too hard, it's too hard. Stop and allow the situation to write its own ending. So nobody's going to beat you up if there's something you can't do, but you can't moan then when it doesn't go your way. So thanks for listening. Pretty good read, I think. I'll speak to you soon.